Hey everybody, welcome back to Minor Stuff. I'm Matt.
I'm Pat.
We're the Minor Brothers. Today we're going over our top 10 gift-giving bourbons. Let's get into it.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop some comments down below. What are your favorite bourbons to give as a gift this holiday season? Don't forget to check us out over on Patreon as well. We do a free sample giveaway. Anything we drink that month in the show is eligible for our sample giveaway, including this bad boy, Matt. What are we drinking today?
We're doing some Blanton's, Pat, straight from the barrel. This stuff is 133.6. So it's up there in proof. And I'll tell you, our first Blanton straight from the barrel, and it smokes every other one out there.
Oh my god, that is delicious.
This is the first time he's had it. I've already had
That's
a little bit.
That's my first sip of it ever, and wow.
Isn't that so good? And we luckily won this in a lottery this year. It's our very first time actually seeing one. We've loved a lot of the other Blantons, but this by far is just...
Yeah, it just kills it.
Absolutely. Absolutely awesome.
Kind of warm, but
it's it. 130. Most of these that I see are like 120s. So when they handed me this one, I was like, oh, thank goodness, they know me.
Wow.
All right, Pat. So we're talking Christmas coming up.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna get somebody a bottle of bourbon for Christmas, and you don't like. I don't know what to get somebody. So there's a couple different ways we could do this. One, you can get them something good for mixing, if they're like old fashions or something like that. And then there's another one where you're getting them somebody who likes to actually drink bourbon.
Yep.
And you don't want to get them just sort of some random shit off the shelf because it could totally suck. So these are like the tried and true, just very good bourbons that are good to give as gifts, right?
Yep.
And know that there's going to be quality.
Yeah.
All right?
No particular order
No particular order to these ones at all right now. Let's go with the first one, Pat.
Classic.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed. You cannot go wrong. If somebody really likes bourbon, they're going to like this bottle.
Absolutely.
So if you're like, oh, I don't know what to get them, they're really into bourbon, boom. Do not look further than this bottle right here. They will absolutely love it. That's pretty much a guarantee.
And it's great because it's got a little bit of proof to it too, but it's not like
you could use this as a
super
mixer
hot.
if you wanted to.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely great bottle.
Oh, that's so freaking good.
So wild by it, isn't it, Pat?
All right, next one, Matt. Heaven Hill.
Okay, Pat, this one has flooded the Northeast all of a sudden. We used to not be able to find this one
Couldn't
at all.
find it anywhere.
Except for paying basically $80 and up. Now you can find them everywhere for $45 to $50.
I don't feel like this is an $80 bottle though.
You know what? It really wasn't an $80 bottle. It was a letdown, but I'll tell you, at $45,
it's pretty good.
This is a really good bottle. Bottled in bond, Heaven Hill, 7-year. Like, you really can't go wrong. Great flavors, great for sipping. And once again, if somebody's going to throw this in as a mixer at $45, it's really not that bad of a thing. However, it's great for people who actually enjoy bourbon a little bit more.
Another great mixer option, Matt. Old Forester.
Yeah, these ones are $25. It is a good sipping bourbon too. At 100 proof, it's not going to overpower anybody if they're getting into bourbon. But it's really a great mixer.
Great mixer.
And I mean, for a while we were going through these things like...
I actually might be using one of those to make a freezer door old fashioned with, Matt.
Actually, that's what this bottle right here is going to be doing after we stop filming. Ooh. We're making this into a freezer door old fashioned just for Christmas.
Oh.
So, all right, Pat. Next one here.
Baker's 7-year.
So, I think this is great. Baker's 7 coming in at 107 proof.
Overlooked a lot.
I think it is. It's left on the shelf. People walk right by it, not realizing how good of a bottle this thing absolutely is. It is a single barrel. I love like the detail in the caps, and we'll end up having to do like a little bit of B-roll though. But you know they did put a lot of good presentation into a good bottle.
Yep.
Let alone what's on the inside is actually delicious. Like if I can't find somebody Blanton's or something like this, you know, there's like this one I'd try to end up getting people, or like Blade and Bow or something like that. But it's a really good sipping bourbon. And yeah, once again, you can use it as a mixer too if you want to. They're like right around the $40 mark. So really not bad price-wise, and it's a really good sipper.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Matt. Four Roses, small batch select. Just another, great always on the shelf bourbon.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We went for stuff that you can basically find. You don't want to, you're not going to be searching for Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Weller, Blanton's, basically the Buffalo Trace lineup, or a lot of those other hard to get bottles.
Yeah.
they're not going to be easily found. I mean, granted, you can find them. I found a Pappy Lot Beast sitting on the shelf today. It was $800. Like, who's going to do that? You know what I'm saying? This thing is sitting on the shelf. It's a very good pour, very good, sipper if you're doing it neat or even on the rocks. And once again, I think they're right around the $45 mark for this one, for the Select. You could also just get the regular small batch or something. But I like the Select a little bit better, I think. I think it's worth a little extra couple bucks.
All right, another Blanton's replacement, Matt. Blade and Bow.
Pat, this thing is absolutely delicious. Love this bottle for a very long time. Once again, I think people walk by it on the shelves, underestimating how good it actually is.
This is a really good comparison for Blanton's.
It really is. And this thing, I think it's got similar proof, coming in at 91 proof, so very similar in the proof range. But it's just an easy sipper.
Yep.
Definitely, if somebody's like, oh yeah, I want Blanton's, you're not going to find that most likely for this Christmas. This is a great alternative, and for that person who just likes bourbon, they'll enjoy this bottle. They'll sit there and sip through it and enjoy it.
Yep. All right, Matt. Knob Creek, 12-year.
12-year, 100 proof, always on the shelf.
Always on the shelf. Not one of my favorites. I'm not a big fan of Knob Creek, I think.
Overall.
But
this is, I think, the my most liked Knob Creek. And I think it's always on the shelf. Like I said, if you're gonna go out to get somebody a gift, you want to spend that. We're looking at that $30, $50 range on some of these bottles. Some of them, they're going to be a little bit more. But once again, easy to find.
I always feel
great gift.
I always feel Knob Creek is just over oaked for my taste.
I think it was because mostly you're remembering the 15, which I think definitely was over oaked and definitely wasn't worth the money and the hype.
Something that I do love. Redwood Empire, Pipedream, fantastic flavors, very complex flavors for what it is and for how much it costs. This bottle right here will leave people very, very happy.
Absolutely. And it's not overly expensive again.
No.
This is something, I'm not going to get this for somebody who's wants a mixer.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I'm going to give this to somebody who wants to sit there and actually enjoy their bourbons.
Yep. All right, Matt. Elijah Craig. Barrel proof.
And you know what? If you can't find the barrel proof or, the toasted barrel or whatever, even the regular one is great. It's going to be a great mixer. Somebody can do old fashions with it or whatever. But if you can find them the barrel proof, if they're a bourbon drinker, I think this is a great gift for them.
Yeah.
Especially A or C. So not so much the B batch this year.
I think A was the best, right?
Yeah, A did beat it. I thought this one was going to be A. In our blind, A obviously smoked it.
I do remember being right about that one. I just
weird. One thing you can remember the time you're right.
All right, now Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, probably one of the best values of bourbon for a proofy bourbon.
Absolutely. This is, again, not going to get somebody who's just going to use it as a mixer. This is more somebody who's been drinking bourbon or is into bourbon. You're going to be looking at $60 for this bottle. However, the juice inside of it is just phenomenal. It's going to be higher proof. It's going to be great sipping, great on the rocks. It is, I think, one of the best values. And we got to talk about value a lot because prices are so out of hand with secondary stuff.
It's just stupid.
This is one of the best values in bourbon.
Yep.
So, that's our top 10 for bourbons to give this Christmas. Let us know down below if you guys think we missed something. And once again, we went with some stuff in our area. Maybe you guys got some different stuff in your area. Like I would definitely add Cooper's Crafts 100 to this. We just don't have it around here. But anyways, let us know what you guys would give for your top 10. Thank you guys so much for following us along. Everybody have a good day.